Welcome. What's going on, you guys, to another video. This is Erick, Brent, Family Cash Machine, Follow the Money, better known as EB Crypto. And I'm going to continue to bring information to you guys. I want you guys to like and subscribe to my channel. And today we're going to talk about how the Federal Reserve and Congress members have got caught insider trading. We're going to cover that story in a few minutes as soon as I go in here and get my coffee. You guys know how I do. All right, give me a few minutes here. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm black. This is Erick, Brent, EB, Family Cash Machine, Follow the Money, and that's exactly what we get ready to do, is follow the money. Now, I want you guys to like and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna talk about corruption when it comes to money. We're gonna talk about things about money that people don't really talk about in school. In school, they don't really teach you the stuff that I'm gonna go into sometime, and it's very relevant that we start learning this trail of the money, because in order to really have money, you got to understand money. You got to know how money moves. You got to know the rules of the game. So we're talking about this article that came out of the New York Times. There were several articles that came out last month, actually last week. A couple days ago, those articles come out regarding Federal Reserve and the central bank regional president of Dallas and Boston, how they're trading in securities in the securities market, in which the Federal Reserve banks actually have can affect that market from decisions that they make. Now, if that's not a conflict of interest, if that's not insider trading, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. And the reason I'm covering this, and why does that affect you? Because remember, I've been teaching cryptocurrency. I've been teaching how to come outside of the box of this economy of the US dollar, of dealing with fiat currency and central banks. Let me take a sip of my coffee right now. As y'all know, I like this good Santo Domingo coffee. And this coffee is just, oh my God, hold on. Oh my God. You guys might hear Spanish music right now. As you guys know, I'm from Compton, California, EB Crypto. But I'm here by way of Santo Domingo. I actually have an apartment here. I've been living here on my Bitcoins for a couple of years. But I want to talk a little loud so you guys can hear me over the music and over the other things going on in this little mall right here. I like filming in this mall. I like to come here. I have several restaurants here. Everybody here knows me. I get treated really well here. And I don't have to worry about nobody snatching my phone and running off my phone. But what they don't know is I run track. Well, I might catch you behind. So back to this corruption going on, and how does this affect you? Well, remember, the Federal Reserve is not taught in school. It's not a part of this government. They got the name federal, but they're not a part of the government. It's actually a bunch of private banks that was started, a central bank back in the United States in 1913. All you got to do is read the book Creature from Jekyll Island by yours truly, G. Edward Griffith, which I had an opportunity of meeting that gentleman and talking to him several days at some fundraisers. But anyway, I want to say that Robert Kaplan of Dallas, Federal Reserve President, as well as Erick of Boston, these guys, Robert Kaplan was noticed in dozens of trades in stocks, over $1 million trades he was making or more last year. He made a dozen trades over $1 million. That don't sound like much, But the money is not the point. The point is these guys are in position to legislate and to create rules or interest rates or make announcements that directly affects the economy, and then they go in and trade against what they're saying, what they're doing. That's a huge conflict of interest, and it's just not fair because they give you guys the rules to follow. They give you guys to pay your taxes and do all this different stuff to follow certain economic rules, but they don't follow the rules themselves. And that's why they're winning and you're losing, because they're giving you some rules they don't follow. You follow those rules. They don't follow these rules. That's why the game is slanted. That's why I said we have to come out of the game of fiat currency and start playing our own game with our own currency called cryptocurrency, which is encrypted and which also has the ability to create its own value separate from the Federal Reserve and banks. Now, I'm saying this to say that this has been going on with banks for years. Banks have always not applied the rules to themselves. Banks have always ran rampant with corruption. This is what goes on. You don't even know what they're doing with your money. That's a whole nother video in itself. I'm gonna show you guys what they do with your money on one of these videos and how much money they make on your money, and you don't get a dime. Not one dime. In fact, they're figuring out more and more ways to charge you fees on your money. And that's why I put most of my value in cryptocurrency. And as you guys see now, cryptocurrency constantly breaking records. Bitcoin constantly breaking records. And like I said, I've been living out the country for 2 years on my Bitcoin. And now I'm purchasing other coins that is creating huge value. I got one coin now that's even creating more value than Bitcoin. But back to this corruption in the government. There's an article that came out on Zero Hedge that talks about Jerome Powell, the president of the Federal Reserve, the head guy. And some of his trades got leaked out. Some of his trades got leaked out, and they saw where he made trades at the same time that he was making regulations, or the Federal Reserve made announcements that made the market go one way or the other. And again, that is not only insider information, in a sense it's treason. It's treason against the American people. It's treason against the financial system to do that, because you're robbing the wealth from the country. You're setting standards, you're setting regulations, you're making rules, and then you're going back and capitalizing off of it. And to me, it shows that the congressmen themselves, not just the congressmen, but the Federal Reserve, the central bank people, all these different central banks are not a part of the government. Remember, I'm telling you this. They're not. They don't teach you this in school. That's why I told you guys, we're going to teach you guys something about money that nobody's teaching you about money. But I'm going to say this. This shows you that they know the system is about to collapse. They know their system is collapsing. They know they're not only just pumping cash out there, pushing fiat currency, they're printing money. They're also insider trading. They're also making up rules and regulations that will negatively affect the economy. Then they go in and capitalize on it. Wow. This is a very, very, very corrupt system and a thing to do. So I want to say there was 37 members, according to Forbes magazine. There was 37 members of Congress that actually violated the laws designed to protect the conflict of interest, and they were also caught insider trading. Now this is just getting too much. This is getting too much, and I know a lot of you guys might say, well, what can we do about it? We can't do anything about it. But you know what? You're right. You can't. But you just want to identify, recognize what's happening. Come up out of that system. Start putting your value somewhere else. Come to the family capital stream. Start learning how to take your value out the banks and put it in the gold of the internet, which is cryptocurrency. Put it in something that's going to grow in value, something that's going to continue to give you yield and protect you from these crazy psychotic psychopaths crashing our economy because that's what they're doing. They don't care. They're just, it's right now, it's like everybody for themselves. Because again, like I said, they know the system is crashing and they're doing everything they can to save themselves and to capitalize off of it. So this is what I'm seeing right now. And the point that I'm making is that these senators, there was a meeting on the coronavirus. There was a briefing. And immediately after this one briefing, several senators dumped their stocks. I mean, this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. And so again, like I said, some of you guys that are sticklers for paying your taxes and sticklers for doing everything right economically, again, you're never gonna win if you abide by all the rules. Now, I'm not telling you to break no laws and put yourself in a position to go to jail. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is understand the game, understand how to bend the rules, understand how to maneuver like they're doing, so you and your family can win. Because right now we're living in one of the greatest times that wealth is being exchanged. Because as the economy is crashing and crashing and crashing, okay, as the money they're just printing and printing and printing is creating new opportunities for other individuals to position themselves to grab that wealth. And Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, all these different cryptocurrencies decentralized is creating the perfect storm for the people to position themselves to redistribute wealth. And so that's what I'm about. That's what the Family Cash Machine is about. We want to make sure we teach our people and position them to not get caught up as this thing is starting to unravel. And again, congressmen, presidents of central banks, the head guy of the central bank, Jerome Powell, all are getting caught stealing money. Basically, they're corrupt. They're creating economic booms, economic downfalls, and they're capitalizing on it on the stock market. They're either dumping stocks or buying stocks based on their decisions, and that's a foul ball. Foul ball, foul ball. Now, I do want to. I want to say that right now, you guys have to start learning about money. If not, you're just going to get caught up in the storm. So it's no in between right now. There used to be a time that we didn't really have to learn about money. Now is a day that it is imperative for each individual. You're responsible. You're personally responsible to learn what's going on and capitalize on it like they doing. Capitalize on it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing insider trading. I just came totally out the system. I unplugged from that system and I'm getting value every day. Nobody's using my money to make money or trading against my money or hyperinflating my money because I understand the game and the rules of the game. So therefore, I'm capitalizing by just not being a part of the debauchery and the effery, as they would say. So again, I wanted to show you guys all that corruption going on, all the stuff is happening right in your face. Nobody's saying nothing, and these guys ain't going to jail. Martha Stewart went to jail for that. Michael Milken went to jail. Ivan Volsky went to jail for this. People go to jail for this. There's nothing going to happen to these guys because they made the rules. But that's to me not what law is about. When you create a law, everyone, no matter race or color or class or position, should be equal and judged under that law. That's what makes equality. But when you have laws that the rich and the powerful don't have to abide by, and all of you guys have to abide by, that's not a game I want to play. So with that, again, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. This is Erick, Brent, Family Cash Machine, Follow the Money. And they got caught with their hands in the cookie jar, showing you guys they know this thing is gonna crash, and they just, trying to grab what they can grab while they can grab it. So with that, again, like and subscribe to this channel. Come to the Family Cash Machine. Start taking classes, because as soon as we put you in a class, immediately we start helping you make money. The day you sign up for a class, we put you in passive income opportunities where you're making money every single day. 0.5%, or maybe every month or 2 months you'll see profits. But we have opportunities that you can make every single day something on your money. So with that, I'm gonna close out. This is Erick Brent, Family Cash Machine. Peace.